Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Monilyth, and in today's video we got another Tarkov one for you, and today I'm going to be taking you through best crafts in Tarkov that you may be overlooking. So let's go straight into it. So right at the top we go to lavatory, and in lavatory we're going to be looking at this. It's the grenade case. Now you may already know about this, you may be using this craft, but if you're not using this craft is it's such a great craft, and it's one of those crafts that once you crafted it, you don't need to sell it on the flea market, because you're actually going to lose money if you sell it on flea market, because you've got the amount of money you got to pay to sell on the flea market, the seller's fee. But if you just go straight to therapist and sell it, you will be able to sell it for the full price, which is 321,000 rubles. Now to build this, you are going to need nuts, bolts, metal spare parts, forgot what that was called for a second, metal fuel container, which usually you use an empty one, don't use a full one, that would be very silly, and the metal scissors. Okay, so how much is this going to cost if you just buy this all without having any of it in your possession? So if you bought it all from scratch, it would cost you 263,000 rubles to buy all of those things. Now when I say that price, that's based on buying the metal fuel container as an empty one. Buy an empty one in the flea market and it will be an incredibly amount cheaper. So it will cost you 263,000 to build it basically, and then you sell it for 321,000, which will make you around about 58,000 ruble profit, which is absolutely incredible, and considering you're not having to do any raise or anything like that. So that is probably one of my most favorite ones to use. So that is top of my list. Also, bearing in mind, all of these crafts that I'm naming for you are the cheapest ones to make, or the ones with highest profit if you're buying all of the materials from scratch. Obviously, there are crafts in this game that I would definitely suggest that you do if you've got the things in your stash already, like the defibrillator. That is one that I always do, and because I've always got the things in my stash and I pick them up from raids and stuff like that. But this list is based on buying all of the items to build the craft from scratch. So next on the list, I've got a bundle of wires. Now I know right now a lot of people are thinking, a bundle of wires? That's a bundle of nonsense, mate. No, it's really not. So a bundle of wires in this craft, you get 8 of them, yeah? So you click on that, I'll show you. 8. So that's like what, 12,000 each for 8. You know, you will be able to sell these roughly for about 80,000 rubles. Now, to make the wires, you're going to need some plugs, and those plugs are not going to set you back that much, and you end up spending around about 45,000 rubles to make this craft of the wires. And so you're going to make around about a 35,000 ruble profit, which is actually pretty decent, because on the face of it, if someone wants to say to you, you make profit on the crafting wires, you think, nah, I'm only going to craft wires if I got it for a task. But yeah, it's a great trade and craft, and you should definitely do it. Next on the list, with the same amount of profit, is the capacitors. My bad. Now these also sell for around the 85,000 mark, and building it is roughly around about 49,000 mark, and you're roughly going to make around 30 to 35,000 ruble profit. So that is another great craft that you should really be looking into. Now next on the list, we've got an old classic. Yeah, we've got an old classic for this one. It's the Moonshine. Now Moonshine is always hovering around, you know, the 300,000 mark, and it's a really decent craft to be doing. So with the Moonshine, it's one more interesting, because with Moonshine, you can buy this from scratch, the purified water and the sugar, and if you're doing it like that, it's going to cost you around about 250,000 rubles to craft, sorry. And you're going to make around about 20 to 29,000 profit. But here's the interesting thing, okay? And this is what probably most people wouldn't have even thought about. So if it's 200, say it's 250, scratch the 150 you're going to be spending on doing the purified water. If you add an extra 50,000 rubles to that water, and instead you get the water filter and you craft the purified water, you can actually make, I think, around about 2 purified waters out of that water filter. So you're actually going to be making more profit if you did it that way. So instead of spending the 150 on the purified water, spend the 150 on the water filter instead. And then what you're actually going to find is you're going to be able to make that moonshine with that 29,000 ruble profit, and then you're going to have another purified water on top of that, which also goes for another 150,000 rubles. So it really works out. If you want to be technical, you could be making around about 170 to 180,000 rubles profit on making moonshine. So that's definitely one that I would definitely look out for if you're looking to do it. Next on my list is this old guy, the 9x19 RIP ammo. This ammo in the last wipe was my go-to, along with the green battery. These were the two crafts that I did the most. I made so much money off these two, and I would definitely suggest this to anyone for this wipe. Now, you get 180 of this, and it works out that it's going to cost you about 106,000 to build, to craft this ammo with just these three items here. You need wires, you need the, I think it's, yeah, the Hawk gunpowder, and you need the clippers. And it works out to around about, you're going to make about 100, you're going to make about 27,000 rubles in profit. So that is a decent little profit that you can make. And it's the amount you're going to be making without having to go into raid, which is always helpful. Okay, so that's all my crafts, guys, that I've got for you in this video. But that is not all. There's going to be, I'm going to show you something else now that can also help make lots of money. So first things first, we're going to go into Jaeger, and you're going to go to his barter trades. Now down here, as you can see, is the Mr. Holodnik. You know, I've never been able to pronounce this. Holodilnik thermal bag barter trade. Now for this barter trade, okay, let's click on the barter trade. For this barter trade, you're going to need these items. Now, this is one of the easiest barter trades to make money on I could ever tell you, I assure you. So, barring that, all of this can be found in Goshen. So, literally every raid, you could literally do one scav raid and collect all of them. Maybe even one or two of them. And then you probably just have to buy that. But you may even get some of these in Goshen as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you right now. I'm going to take you through a raid in Goshen, so you can see for yourselves exactly how easy this is to find. And then when I'm done in the raid, I'll show you exactly how much you'll be able to get for this case from the traders. So let's go. Okay, so here we are. We are in Interchange, as you can see. And now I'm going to head straight to the shopping mall, to Goshen. And we are going to show you what you can find. So let's go. So here we are at Goshen, right here in the food department. And what we're going to do is we're going to come around all the way down here. And just head down here. Now first things first, we've got the herring that we need. See? Then you got squash. See a lot more herring. Got the tarcola. Like I said, you can literally find everything here. More herring. And another tarcola. So as you can see, literally everything is here for that barter trade from Jaeger. So just come to Goshen and you can get all the items that you pretty much that you need, other than the energy drink, hot rod. I very rarely find it in here. Hot rod, I find most hot rods in woods, if I'm honest. But with the hot rods, I end up just buying the hot rods anyway. But yeah, that's one barter trade you should never ever leave out. So now we're going to go to Jaeger so I can show you exactly. We'll go to the traders, not Jaeger. So I can show you exactly how much you would get for this if you sold it to a trader. So let's go. So here we are. Back now with the traders. So I'm going to show you how much Jaeger will give you for it, if he'll even give you anything for it. So first things first, we're on Jaeger here. So as you can see, Jaeger will not take these. He will not take them. So in regards to all other cases, you always sell them to therapist. She always gives you the most. So onto therapist we go, and you go to sell, and then we're going to scroll down to find it. And as you can see, she is going to give you 214,000 rubles for this case. So this is the best thing. This is one of the best barter trades out there. So what you're going to do is you're going to get this. You're going to go to Goshen. You're going to get all the stuff from Goshen. Then you're going to barter trade for this case with Jaeger. And then you're going to take that case and bring it to therapist. And she's going to give you over 200,000 rubles for it. And I assure you, you can literally just keep going to interchange on your scab raids, keep collecting up all of the squash, the herrings, the tarkolas, and you will make so much money just from doing that. And that's just from scab raids. That's not even a normal, PMC raid. So yeah, guys, that was my video today. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope some of these crafts are going to help you out in the future, help you build up your amount of rubles that you currently possess. Remember, some of these items, when you craft them, you can sell them on the flea market for euros or dollars if you are lacking in euros and dollars. But yeah, I hope this really did help you, and I hope you are having a good time playing Tarkov and leveling up. Me personally, I think this is the first wipe that I actually got max traders, which was an achievement for me. I've never actually got max traders. I've always been one of those players that flaked out, after a couple of months of the wipe, usually around level 35 or 37 or something like that. But I stayed the distance this time around, and I managed to get to max traders. Let me know in the comments if these crafts were helpful to you, and what level you're currently at in the game, and if you're looking forward to the next wipe. Because based on previous, the wipe usually is around every 6 months, so we should be expecting one either June or July when the next one should be coming. So let me know in the comments what level you're at, and I hope you did enjoy this video. Remember, if you did, please click on the like button. It's free, and it helps this channel out so much and helps get this video out there, because that's literally what the YouTube algorithm wants. It wants likes, it wants dislikes, and it wants comments and shares. So please make sure you do all those things. I'll be truly grateful. As always, see you guys in the next video, and take care.